on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Oh, ready. 18.
To the air, Stroud. Pass caught by Tank Dell. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Give him 8 on that one. And it'll be first down, Houston. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
First down now, ball at the 33. First give on the ground. It's Woody Marks. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Shotgun now for Stroud. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 now from the 46.
All right.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Here's first and 10 from the 42 as this opening drive continues.
18.
Stroud completes it quick. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple, and he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. Again, Stroud. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 starts. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leading on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of... ball can hit the ground on this side.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Right side, hold in by Collins. Oh, it looked like he was going to have that first, didn't it? But after the stop, they're going to be a little bit short at the 22.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
It's Montgomery on third. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Pickup of 2 here, and it'll be a first down, Texans. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forwards and an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down, that playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now.
All right.
From the gun, Stroud. Throws caught. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is first and goal.
Here we go.
Stroud off the play fake. Makes the catch. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. And you're going to be just fine.
Ali. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Naimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. He'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. Mayfield now off the play action. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
First couple snaps, first drive of the game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
From the gun, Mayfield. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to get it into Emeka Egbuka. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hennessy threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. One drive in, and he's already in line for that ice bath. Took a couple of early hits. It looks like it's affecting his ability to deliver that football.
Yeah, and I'll let you in a little secret here, Kate. Those defenses, once they get to the quarterback, they usually don't stop.
Bucks getting set up to punt now on 4th down. On comes Riley Dixon. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
All right.
Design bootleg here. Fails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. He'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be 1st down Houston. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
1st down throw by Stroud. Vacates quickly left side. Makes the play in bounds left side. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
Pretty obvious, this defense. They need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Short pass brought in. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
18. That's it. Okay.
Strad to throw on first down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at first down here. Right back to Irving now. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mayfield now from the gun. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Buying some time right. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
Positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He's going to push one deep. He's got it inside the 10. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points.
Chase McLaughlin lining up for
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body to try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Noel to return this. In the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
All ready. 18.
They go play action with Stroud. Absolutely fires this one right side. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
Throwing the out route complete. He's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They gain 11 on that play, and it'll be first down, Houston.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
18. That's it.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Completes Dial Collins again. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
All ready.
Stroud off of play action. Right side, Mullen has it. Well, he's able to cross midfield before going out. That one gains 7. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey.
Throwing again. It's Stroud. Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab in bounds. And he nearly gets him another first down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Here's Stroud again. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And he's taken down at the 30. Looking quickly here. First down, Stroud. He has it at the 5. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
18. What's that?
To the air yet again. It's Stroud. Catch made. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a second quarter lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Hey, alert 33.
First down, here's Baker. He's got Emeka Egbuka. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. A 28-yard pickup there. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Here's the give to Irving. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Baker now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
180! Point it right. What's that?
3rd and short, Mayfield has him on the quick hitter. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
What's that?
Baker now off the play fake. Rolling out to his left. It's complete. This is Egbuka. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the first down, too.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now Gainwell. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Here's Mayfield. That's to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
This one's caught. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Handoff goes to Gainwell, running left. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
From the gun, Mayfield. Into the crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. He goes down at the 10-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the gun, Stroud. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans will add to their lead at the end of the half. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Ooh, snaps a little slow, and the kick is blocked. Looks like the Bucs have it.
I can feel the anger all the way up here, Kate. They did not like giving up the big play, the lengthy touchdown. They decided to release a little bit of that frustration via the special teams. That juice, that energy, you could feel it overwhelmed there and led to the block.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Mayfield on 1st and 10. Right side, this is Ibuka. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
180! Up, up! What?
Mayfield from the gun, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Let's go!
Goes to the hurry up here. Looking to throw. He's gotten to his running back. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The XP is up and good. And the Buccaneers get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Return starts at the 3. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Blown back, gets the handoff. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
18. What's that?
Stroud now on 3rd. Into the hands of Dell. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down from the 42. Shotgun now for Stroud. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Unable to find Jalen Noel with that one. So 2nd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jacob Parrish. And the Buccaneers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a full half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Now Mayfield. Finds his man over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He got what he could there. Call it about 4 yards on first down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's third down now.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Third down. Here's Mayfield. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers take the lead on that successful kick.
Texans 20. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Here we go, let's go. Go get him, go get him.
First down, Stroud. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw in the coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It's going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Third and long for him here. Broke him out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up fourth and long. Fourth down. Here comes Kai Kroger to punt. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10.
Good. 180.
The give to Irving to stop his drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Baker now. Out left and Otten makes the grab. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They strike for 23 yards. And the Bucs have the first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First down.
180. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Point it right, point it right, point it right. One touch.
First down, here's Baker. Look at that power, deep left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up second down.
20. What's that?
Irving here from the gun. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Hey, alert 33.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Sends this to the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And they can't push the lead beyond the field goal.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. Complete out to the right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd down, looking for options. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Wow, what's that? 18, what's that?
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Completed to his running back. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the...
And he gets in, touchdown! The Texans take a lead just before the end of the 3rd.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. It's just been a difference maker.
Here's Stroud throwing for it. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead.
Quarterback's best friend, big targets in the red zone. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
180! Up! Run.
Here's Baker. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
On the give, this is Irving. He's running forward, halted after a couple of yards. He's Al Shire that time on the tackle.
Hey, we're 33!
Mayfield now off the play action. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it.
180! Regular!
Back to throw it. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll run here on first down. Bounced it outside, but still no luck as he's brought down at the line. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 11 at the 28-yard line.
So just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes second and 11. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
It's his running back. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
They'll come up on first and 10.
Here we go.
Looking inside the red zone. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Nico Collins with a touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans double their lead to 14.
Texans 35, Buccaneers 21.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Tucker now on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Bucs to the line. First and 10.
Hey, alert! 180!
Baker now from the gun. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Kamari Lessiter with the pick. And the Texans get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. You got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Hey, T, what's that?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Irving on the inside give. On the move, past the 40. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here.
And the first down.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up second down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Throwing again is Baker. He's got it at the 6. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Baker leading the Bucs up to the line. They're going for 2.
Hey, 130.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit of that deficit. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Grab the throw on first down. This one's out to Noel, left side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Houston. All set to go now from the 35. Here's Stroud on first and 10. Connects downfield, on target to Dell. And he's in, touchdown, Houston. The Texans stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. Tank Dell the touchdown.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement. Whenever they take a deep shot, it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
From the gun, Stroud. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Watch out.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in the rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Moving quickly, trying to get set. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
On first down, they'll run. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans nearing their first win of the season. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
All right.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They get 22 out of that play. The game will be a first down, Texans.
On my play sheet, Kate, I've got draws and screens in the same area. Those are the areas you want to attack a defense when they're getting too far upfield. That defense got upfield, and that draw did the rest. All right.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Second quarterback run here.
Here we go.
Lining up to take a knee on second down.
That's right.
They're drawn up for it.
All right.
Setting up for the kneel down on third.
What's that?
So it's a win for the Texans. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side.